It's Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Advent calendars. This is going to kick off our series. If you haven't been to our channel before, I teach the parent education class and I am also a local divorce and DUI attorney. So let's go ahead and get started with our first idea for Advent in our series. The first idea, the first thing you have to do is you have to decide, are you going to do 12-day Advent calendar type things, or are you going to do 25-day Advent calendar type things? That is your decision. Part of it could be budget related. Part of it could be how exhausted you are to do this and how many kids you have. So for me, I have 4 kids. They're all boys and 3 of them are teenagers now. One of them is in 5th grade. But one of the things that I used to do with them that they absolutely loved was wrapping up different books under the Christmas tree. Every day they would get to go and they could pick any one they wanted, a big one, a small one, one that felt flexible, one that felt more hard. They could go through and pick those out and open them up, and then I would sit on the couch with them and read the story to them. I have some ideas for you. So the very first book that we open every year for Advent is the Elf on the Shelf book. And why? Because that's when our elf arrives. We have the elf on the shelf. Yes, I know. There's all sorts of memes about the elf on the shelf, and there are crazy things for your elf to do. Maybe we will do a video about some crazy, funny things that your elf can do, ideas for smaller kids, and then of course ideas for teenagers. Maybe if you would like us to do a video like that with some elf on the shelf ideas, please leave a comment below. I have a book here called Silent Night, A Mouse Tale. One of the things that I did was go to the local used bookstore to get some of these books, because books are expensive, even if you get them on Amazon Prime or if you go to your local bookstore, Barnes & Noble. Another idea would be to look on eBay and see if you could get some used books that way, but that definitely was something that I didn't want to spend, $10 or $15 for 25 books, because that came out of my Christmas budget. The first thing I did was run over to the used bookstore and see what they had, and this book was there, and it's great. I'll put a link to some of these books that I'm talking about in the description below, so just be sure to open up that and you can take a look at it. Another idea is to get a magazine. My kids love magazines. This was a special edition magazine. It's a little bit older. It's the Phineas and Ferb Christmas holiday one, and the kids flipped through it a million times. There were all sorts of activities and fun articles. So Disney makes several of these. You can get them at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby, places like that have some really cute magazines. Another book, Santa's Little Helper. Again, I got this one at the used bookstore. If you have little kids that you're sharing the Christmas season with, a pop-up book is always a hit. This one is called A Glorious Angel Show, and at the end it has this cool pop-up that the kids loved when they were little. If you love going to the Hallmark store and buying your Christmas cards and all of the festive ornaments that they have every year, they normally have several books. This one came out from Hallmark. It's a story from the Hallmark Holiday Series. It was a discount when I bought some cards one year, and the kids absolutely loved this book. The last book that I'm going to share with you is one of our all-time favorites, which is Bear Stays Up for Christmas. There's a whole series about Bear if you've ever seen him, so this is another book that I would highly recommend. One last idea I want to give you is, if you don't want to put all 25 books out at the same time, maybe you're going to put out the first 10 and then do a refill, is to go to your local library and get some books to wrap up. They normally are good for 2 to 3 weeks. Just be sure to check with your librarian or check on your ticket that they give you when you check the books out. The library is a wonderful local resource. My sister is a librarian, and my kids absolutely love going to the library, and it saves me a ton of money when all their new favorite books and series come out. So that is my last kind of tip for how to fill up your 12 to 25 books for your Advent calendar. Run over to the Dollar Tree, get some cheap dollar paper, wrap up some books. Thank you for watching the first video in our series on Advent calendar ideas. If you used one of these videos, please leave a comment below, or if you have an idea of a book you would recommend to our viewers, then go ahead and recommend that in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified when we put up the rest of the videos in this Advent series, and so that you will be notified when we make more legal information videos like these.